everything. And you'll move on, thinking it didn't matter. My wife Bella wrote letters. Real letters with stamps and everything. She wrote to our children when they went away to school. She wrote to old friends she hadn't seen in ages. She wrote to cousins, neighbors, anyone who came to mind. I often teased her about it. I would say, "Elle, everyone has phones now. Just call them." She would smile and keep writing. After she died, I found boxes of letters that people had sent her, and in almost every one of them, someone noted how much her letters meant to them, how they had kept some of them for years, how they had read them during difficult times. She wasn't trying to be significant. She was just reaching out. But she was extremely significant. Here's what I wish someone had told me when I was younger. Your existence doesn't have to be epic to be meaningful. In fact, it probably shouldn't be. The demand to be special, to stand out, to make a splash, that pressure breaks people. It makes them feel that their ordinary lives aren't enough. That caring for their family, working honestly, being polite to strangers, none of that matters unless it's wrapped up in something impressive. But in reality, almost everything that holds our society together is done by people whom no one will remember. Parents who wake up in the middle of the night when their children are sick. Employees who show up to work on time and do their jobs well. Friends who check in when they notice someone is struggling. Volunteers who distribute food, clean parks, and visit clinics. People who vote, sort trash, and return shopping carts to the supermarket. Small, unnoticed actions that keep everything from falling apart. Want to know if you are important? Look at the people right in front of you. Are you present with them? Are you honest? Are you kind when you don't have to be kind? Do you keep your word? Do you make room for someone else's grief? Do you rejoice in their happiness? These questions won't get you on the cover of magazines. They won't build your brand or increase your influence. But they will determine whether your life really mattered. I thought a lot about my granddaughter's question. Does what I do matter? And I realized that the problem was in the question itself, because when we ask if we matter, we usually ask if we matter in some huge, measurable way. If we are vital, influential, elite. But meaning doesn't work that way. Meaning is something quieter, more intimate. It's the realization that your presence or absence really matters to real people. When my grandson was 7, he was afraid of water. He wouldn't go near the pool. One summer, I spent 3 weeks, 15 minutes a day, just standing with him in the shallow end. I didn't push him. I didn't lecture him. I just stood there while he got used to it. By the end of August, he was swimming. He's 23 now, and he probably doesn't remember those 15-minute sessions. But I remember. Because I know that if I hadn't been there, patient and persistent, his fear might have stayed with him. That's what it means to be meaningful. Not because it's impressive, but because it's real. The older I get, the more I realize that most of what we chase after is meaningless. Ratings fade. Trophies rust. People forget your victories faster than you can imagine. But they don't forget how you made them feel. They don't forget that you showed up. They don't forget that you noticed them when they felt invisible. These things stick in the memory. They reverberate in the future in ways you'll never fully understand. Last week I was at the market, and the young woman at the checkout looked exhausted. She had dark circles under her eyes. She moved sluggishly. I could have just paid and left, but I asked her how she was doing. I asked sincerely, not like the usual question we all ask mechanically. She looked shocked, and then her eyes filled with tears. She told me that she was working 2 shifts because her mother was sick. We talked for about 3 minutes. I told her that she was doing a noble thing, that her mother was lucky to have a daughter like her. When I left, she thanked me twice. Will this conversation change the world? No. Did it matter to her at that moment? I think so. That's my answer to my granddaughter and perhaps to you. Yes, what you do matters. But probably not in the way you think. It matters in the small moments, the ones that don't get noticed, the ones you don't write about on social media or mention on your resume. It matters when you choose patience over anger, when you tell the truth, even when it's easier to lie, when you help someone, even if no one sees it, when you stay, even though it would be easier to leave. Your life doesn't have to be a show to matter. It just has to be real, genuine, kind. And that's harder than it sounds, because it requires being attentive, showing up even when you're tired, caring, even when it's inconvenient. But that's where the real value lies, not in the spotlight, in the constant, quiet work of being human with other people. I'm 80 years old. I don't have many years left. And when I think about what I want my life to mean, I don't think about awards or fame. I think about the people I loved, the moments when I was fully there, the times when I helped without needing praise, the conversations where I really listened. That's what mattered. That's what will outlive me. If any of this resonates with you, I'd be grateful if you'd share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Write to me and tell me what you will pay more attention to. And subscribe if you want to see more conversations like this. I still have more to say, and I would like to say it to those who really want to listen.